Hi, I'm Mike, and welcome to Retro Boost. A while back, I got my one-chip Super Nintendo modded and cleaned up by RetroFixes. I was very happy with the service and the results. If you want info on that service and those results, all that info, I would refer you to the main video on the subject where I talk about it all. This is like a small follow-up, because one thing I didn't do was comparison footage before and after using the RetroTINK 2X Pro and also the Rad 2X. So I'm going to do follow-up videos for both of these topics. One downside is that I don't have like an amassed amount of footage that I used with the 2X Pro. I've only got 2 games to pull comparison footage from. Definitely regret that I didn't have more. What I didn't want to do though was like go through and take footage from like a different one-chip system that wasn't the one that I had sent out to RetroFixes, because at that point the results are going to be not representative because it wasn't the same console. So this footage is what I have, the same console before and after using the RetroTINK 2X Pro. 2 games in question are Kirby Superstar and Super Mario World, both with and without scan lines. One thing I'll say before the footage rolls: number one, all this is very subjective. You may find that you like the pre-modified footage more than the post-modified, and that's totally fine. This stuff is very subjective, and there's no problem with that whatsoever. As far as what the service itself will do in basic, number one, remove some issues that one-chip systems have. With my system, the center line kind of noise issue was like very obvious, and you see this like on a lot of title screens that have like dark backgrounds. Super Metroid being the example that I provided when I talked about this in the main video. I don't have Super Metroid footage, unfortunately, to use with the 2X Pro, so wanted to call that out here and show the example that I had with the RetroTINK 4K Pro, because depending on your TV settings, it may show up more than not. On my TV, it was very clear and obvious. Secondly, the one-chip systems kind of have like a very bright, almost overexposed nature to their picture quality, and RGB mods like the one that RetroFixes does will make the colors like more natural, basically. Takes some of that overexposed nature away, plus those fixes with the center line and ghosting and things like that. Very cool. So let's let the footage roll, and we'll see what everyone thinks and what I kind of notice. This is pretty interesting because they're really close, and there's a lot of argument to be made that maybe it looks better on one side versus the other. That's why I wanted to give that subjectivity thing, because with Kirby Superstar in particular, the bright kind of nature of the pre-modified footage still looks very appealing. I've got really no complaints with it, really. When you compare them and see them side by side, I will say that I prefer the more natural colors that come through on the post-modded system. The blue sky is like the biggest thing that I grabbed onto while watching it. So things like that are kind of what you can expect with the mod and what it can do for you. The colors just come across more natural to me, and I do like that. But again, doesn't look bad pre-modified in this example, at least. This being a game that these issues don't seem to show up a lot in, and its cartoonish nature by default also isn't harmed by that really, really bright kind of vivid appeal of the unmodified system. The Scanline examples are funny because they're almost identical, and it's kind of hard to tell which one's which. The way that the 2X Pros like Scanlines work and are presented, I guess, is that there'll be a lot more to like play around with and customize using the RetroTINK 5X Pro or the 4K Pro, having their very detailed Scanline suites plus the ability to inject HDR. There'd be a lot more to kind of pull apart from that. But with the 2X Pro, it's either on or off. So it's interesting there, but the flexibility of the HD Retrovision component cable, having that toggleable dim versus bright setting, will help with scan lines. Very cool. Okay, so there we have it. Some basic examples of the 2X Pro before and after the RetroFixes SNES mod. I've been very happy with the outcome of the mod on my system. Playing it on the RetroTINK 4K Pro, it's beautiful and pristine, and I love it a lot. The system was also cleaned up, and some free maintenance was performed on it that I greatly appreciate. Mentioned all that in the main video, so I'm very happy with it. The 2X Pro, though, wanted to give it its moment to shine because it is a great device, very flexible, with it offering composite S-Video and component. There's a lot of support for different consoles and cable standards there. You could start out with the 2X Pro using composite, upgrade to S-Video, enjoy that for a while, upgrade it again to component. It's really cool, like what you can do with it long term because of the variety of inputs. So there we go. Hope you found this helpful and informative, and again, if you've got questions on the mod service itself and want to see some different gameplay footage, check out my RetroTINK 4K Pro and also 5X Pro follow-up video to that one that are out there to be found. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of your day.